Welcome, race fans, to Darlington, under the lights.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, for the very first time at Darlington, the ADRC will race under the lights. Here is a look at all 36 cars that qualified for the Darlington 2019 season race. And here is a look at them in each of the 6 respective segments that they will be racing in tonight. Alright, the starting gate that you'll see us use tonight can be purchased at 3dbotmaker.com. And the catch bag comes to us from Michael's Diecast Garage and Racing. It goes by the names The Lady in Black and the track Too Tough To Tame. And after tonight, all 36 drivers will attest to that. We are about ready to drop the green flag here at Darlington Speedway. All right, segment 1 on the track. They're going to be led by the pole setter in the 09 car. He was tied for the pole last week, and he's had another outright pole to himself earlier this year. That is Matthew Devers in the 09 car, starting to his outside in the 1 car. That's NASCAR Charuncle or something like that. Row 2, there he is, 3D Botmaker on the inside of row 2. On his outside in the 22 car, that's Nero 62, looking to catch up a little bit in the points tonight. Row 3, we have not seen him much this year. Does qualify for Darlington, though, in the 79 car, Chicken George, and on his outside, the 00 car of Dirty Deeb. Remember, segment racing, 4 laps, the winner goes on to the main event. Let's do it! One lap in, and we already have a caution for an El Reco. Yeah, let's see who it was. Oh, I wasn't expecting that. I saw a car. Chicken George. Chicken George out of the race. It was Dirty Deeb that went off the track. I thought that was going to be the El Reco. Take a look here. Oh, man. Chicken George, that was a tough lick for Dirty Deeb. Chicken George. Wow, unfortunate. We haven't seen him in a while. Qualifies and is out. And for him, less than 1 lap. Didn't even complete it. All right, we're going to be led down by Matthew Devers and 3D Botmaker. 3 to go. All right, clean lap. Unfortunately for 3D Botmaker, he falls back to 4th. Matthew Devers still on the point. All right, 1 to go. Matthew Devers looking unstoppable here in segment 1. Oh no, caution for the second time and in this segment for an El Reco, and it's obvious who that was. Matthew Devers, your leader. Unfortunately on his side. He's had some bad luck this year. Let's see if we can find out what happened. These corners that are... Yep, that's where it was, right there in the corner. Ooh, look at that. Dirty Deeb. Perhaps in the back of him, couldn't tell. Being pushed by 3D Botmaker. Tough to tell what exactly happened there. I mean, Darlington, notoriously tough track. Matthew Devers finding out the hard way out of it. We're going to restart this. 1 to go. And look at this. The stocks up front being led by Dirty Deeb. Dirty Deeb with the segment win. Take a look at the replay here. He's going to get a push. Luckily, he didn't wreck from 3D Botmaker. Look at this. Comes down on Nishara Charuncle or something like that. Makes the block, and she pushes him all the way to the checkers. Take a look at it from finish line cam. All right, there you have it. Your 4 finishers here in segment 1. Dirty Deeb on to the main event. All right, segment 2 at the start gate. Going to be led by the 3-car of Bud. He has really shined the last few weeks. And on his outside in the 1-car, he has qualified well 3 out of the last 4 races. That's the 1-car of Sean from Redline Salvage Inc. Row 2, the 4-car, that's Minerva Luca. On her outside in the 26, that's Jay Moole. So there's 3 out of the 4 cars right there are stocks. Another stock here in the 10-car, that is 89 Mattel. He was your Daytona 500 winner, which seems like about 15 years ago. And in the 5-car on his outside, Texas Terry. Battle of the stocks here, but I think Bud is going to be the one to beat. Caution on the track for the inevitable Il Reco. And let's go back. See, oh no, Sean from Redline Salvage Inc. 2 out of the last 4. Oh, whoa, we got Texas Terry too. That's a huge hit. Whoa, whoa, buy 1 get 2 free, I guess. Jay Moole also. All the cars that started on the outside. Let's take a look at this. Oh man, it looked like Sean was going to have it saved until right before turn 2. And unfortunately for him, goes over. Take a look at it from finish line cam. And it looks like 89 Mattel was almost able to knock him back over on his wheels. Unfortunately for Sean, he isn't. Sean, as well as Jay Moole, Texas Terry out of the race. So 1 lap into it, we're down to 3 cars. Here we go, 3 to go, being led by the 3-car of Bud. Well, it's going to be a battle for second between 89 Mattel and Minerva Luca, and neither one of them, knock on wood, unless Bud has problems, are going to get around him. Here we go, 2 to go. Oh, caution, El Reco. Again, wow. It is what it is. This is Darlington. I don't know what to tell you. Minerva Luca goes over. I know some of you guys aren't too big on the wrecks. Hey, some tracks are just tough, and this is obviously one of them. Look at that. Off the turn. Hard lick from Minerva Luca. Bud now going to be 1 lap away. Take a look at it from finish line cam. Bud, 89 Mattel. One of them has got to win the segment, right? We can't have a double wreck here and just end it with no winner, I hope. Here we go. 1 to go. Bud, 89 Mattel. Man, this is like watching the Survivor Series back in the 80s and 90s. Look at that. Oh, violent wreck for 89 Mattel. Bud gets a little squirrely, but is able to pick up the segment win. There's a menacing shot of the trees looking down on the Lady in Black. Or could that be the Lady in Black herself? I don't know. We are 2 segments into it. Bud, the sole survivor of segment 2. All right, segment 3 on the track. Going to be led down by the 68 car of Rusty Nubbins. He has really poured it on here in the second half of the season, has done great representing the stocks. That's cars that have not been modified whatsoever. Starting on his outside, Red Pill Racing. That's a whole team that has really stepped it up. 3-car there of Stella Beans. Row 2 in the 26 car, that's right, Shake and Bake Time with Ricky Bobby. Next to him, the 3-car, that is Glitter Girl. And in row 3, the 216 car of Julius Harris. On his outside, the 317 of Chef Squid. All right, another caution for, yep, you're right, El Reco time. Let's see who it was. Something in the back, perhaps. Who is that? That is Glitter Girl in the 3-car. Is there another car involved? There was, I believe. Yes. That is, looks like Chef Squid in the 317. Both on the outside again. So the outside having issues. Look at that. Oh, man. A lot of spins for Glitter Girl, unfortunately for her and for Chef Squid. Wind up on their lids. We're going to have 3 to go. Going to be led by Rusty Nubbins and Stella Beans. Rusty Nubbins with the blazing fast lap there in the 68, looking strong. We got 2 to go. Take a look at this save here. Ricky Bobby, one of the heaviest cars in the ADRC, in the back of Rusty Nubbins. And look at Nubbins halfway off the track, somehow able to save it and get it back to the finish line. 1 to go. Rusty Nubbins. It's going to be his segment to lose now. Well, I think that's the second time I jinxed the car tonight. Look at this. I believe Ricky Bobby in the back. Yes. Rusty Nubbins again. This time, Rusty not able to save it, and he is really taking a beating from the other cars this season. Unfortunately, he has raced extremely well, has Nubbins. Stella Beans. Somehow this segment win falls into her laps, so she will go on to the main event. Look at Rusty. Whoa. Off the track. Beans gets the win, and look at this. Julius Harris passes on the outside, passes Ricky Bobby to take second. Boy, unfortunately for Nubbins, he has had his fair share of wrecks this year, most of which were not his fault. But in the end, Stella Beans gets the win. She will go on to the main event. All right, we will be back for segment 4 right after this message. All right, halfway through the segment racing now. We got segment 4 up. The front row there, sister-brother combo. In the 7 car, Chloe K. And her outside in the 1 car, Maxilla, both representing Red Pill Racing. Row 2 in the 713 car, that's Amber Clignitant. To her outside in the Satellite Racing Team teammate in the 92 car, that's Legend Herb Thomas. And in row 3 in the 580 car from Slap Out, Oklahoma, Chapman Films. To his right in the 3 car, that is Yellow Dale. All right, we got a caution on the track, but it doesn't look like any wrecks. Legend Herb Thomas there on the conclusion of turn 2, and then there is Yellow Dale out in the rubble. Let's see if we can find out what happened. Of course, on the outside of the track, they're the ones having problems. Look at, oh man, I'm not sure what happened to Legend Herb Thomas, but a hard lick for Yellow Dale. Let's see how well he continues. Chloe K, Maxilla with 3 to go, gonna lead them down. This is why they call it the track Too Tough to Tame. Shocker, El Reco. And this time, 100% sure that was Yellow Dale. Yep, there he is on his roof and out of the race. Let's see if we can take a look what happened here. Whoa, look at Amber Clignitant almost came off the track. I don't know if Legend Herb Thomas got into her, but there goes Yellow Dale. Clignitant gets pushed up. Gonna start this with 2 to go in second place. Splits up the RPR cars. Oh man, and look at that lick. All right, there's a look at him there in the 3dbotmaker.com start gate. Chloe K. And next to her, 713, Amber Clignitant. All right, sounds like we either had some sort of audio communication type difficulties or Legend Herb Thomas has a bad muffler. Either way, one to go. And RPR continuing to dominate here in the ADRC. We got Chloe K going to the main event, and right behind her, Maxilla. All right, Chloe K will join her sister, Stella Beans, like we said, in the main event. Segment 5 should be rather interesting. Here we go with two RPR cars up front again. Frank Klein in the 33. Next to him, his wifey in the Snake Eyes car, the 11 car. That's Lady Red Pill. Behind them, very important, 37 car. He is your points leader for Michael's Diecast Garage and Racing. That's Jeff Purvis. He's got to find a way to get around both of these RPR cars. That might be a tall task here at Darlington. Starting on his outside, the 72 car of Manny Many. And in row 3, the 77 of Scott Dunlap, and to his outside in the 832 car, that's Alexander Kiss Stealin' Wheelin' Dealin'. All right, all too common here at Darlington. Caution followed by El Reco signs. Let's see who it was. Not anybody up front. And it's Manny Many on his roof out of the race. Next to him was Alexander Kiss Stealin', Wheelin' Dealin', Limousine Flying, Race Car Flying. Woo! And look at this, the RPR cars get into it. But do hold off Jeff Purvis. So we'll restart this. Oh man, that's a bad way to wind up over in the gravel for Manny Many. We're going to restart this, 3 to go, with still Frank Klein and his wifey, Lady Red Pill. All right, 2 down, 2 to go. Frank Klein, and look at this, managed to split up the RPR cars. We got Jeff Purvis in second, but Lady Red Pill, see if she can give Frank Klein a push, but hopefully not too hard to send him off the track. Wow, what a lap that was. Let's go ahead and slow it down, break it down for you. Frank Klein, one of the strongest cars in the ADRC, and look at this, Jeff Purvis gonna flat out pass him here, coming off of turn 2, passes him, a strong move, just edges him out back at the checkers. That's gonna leave Purvis. Here it is again from checkered flag cam, or whatever I was calling it earlier, finish line cam. That's going to give Purvis the advantage with 1 to go. All right, Purvis and Frank Klein. Let's see if Lady Red Pill plays dirty, starting behind Purvis. All right, somebody went off the track. So fast on the finish line. I believe Purvis won. We're gonna have to go back, but first things first, we gotta locate the car. Right now we got a cord in the way, some other sort of iron or something in the way, step, stool, just a lot of miscellaneous. Let's see. There it is. It's Alexander Kiss Stealin', Wheelin' Dealin', Limousine Ride You Flying. Looks like he's stock car flying here. Look at that. Huge wreck. And Jeff Purvis gonna go low, blocks Frank Klein. Frank Klein goes up the track to try to potentially get around him, and is met there by his wife. So, takes 2 to tango, and no other perfect cars to tango than husband and wife on the track. But fortunately for Wheelin' Dealin' out of the race, Jeff Purvis in the 37 car on to your main event. All right, here we go. Sixth and final segment of the day. Going to be led down by that 3 Wrangler car of Golden Girl. 2 are outside in the 75 car, another RPR car. That's Ken Castillo. Row 2 in the 1 car, that's Kiko Motorsports, powered by Dave Akers Customs. Next to Kiko in the 12 car, that is El Diablo Al Pastor, hired by Michael's Diecast Garage and Racing to race that 12 car this season. And in row 3, making his ADRC Cup debut, finally qualifies for his first race in the 76 car. That is your Masters of the Modified champion. That is Warpig 76. And to his outside, he has not been one to qualify well this season, but somehow manages to make his way back up to the front in the 281. That is Ronnie McD. Oh no, caution out. El Reco, that was a huge one. I believe that was Ronnie McD that went off the track. Yes, he is out of the race. This is going to be a bad points day. He's second in points right now. Let's see if we can find out what happened. Of course, on the outside of the track, been really bad for cars. Look at this. Oh, and he slams into the scaffolding, I guess you could call it. And look at that. Ken Castillo gets around Golden Girl, but the 281 out of the race. 3 to go. Ken Castillo going to lead you down now. All right, looks like we just have a caution, and that one, we're going to have to go back to the replay. We got Golden Girl still on her wheels. She's still in it. Warpig. Warpig took a huge, massive bounce here, I believe. Let's take a look. Look at Warpig. Oh, man. Pooch punt, pop up. Glitter Girl, or excuse me, Golden Girl also off the track. Take a look from finish line cam. Look at Warpig. Wow. Alley-oop. Oh, man. Welcome to the ADRC. He's still in the race, though. Going to be led down by Ken Castillo. All right, caution on the track, but it looks like we are El Reco free here. Boy, they were bunched up at the finish line. Not sure who's ahead yet. Warpig 76 off the track again. It is Ken Castillo going to lead him down with 1 to go. Next to him, El Diablo Al Pastor. Take a look at this. Here we go, final lap. Somebody yells out, block job, block job. And look at that, Ken Castillo goes down to block. El Diablo Al Pastor picks up the segment win. Will join several cars for Red Pill Racing in the main event. Wow, only through the segment racing, and so far the Lady in Black has claimed 14 out of the 36 cars back in the garage. Only 22 continue to race on here. All right, this is the point in the race where we take all the cars that finish 6th and they race each other, and whoever comes out of that in a 2-lap shootout goes on to the 5th. But since we are so far down in cars, we are going to do some combining right here. So normally this is where we race the 6th cars. All the cars that finish 6th in their segment, one winner moves on to the 5ths, and then so on and so forth. But since there are so few cars, we can't even field the 6th race, and only 2 cars would field the 5th race. So we're going to combine the 4ths, 5ths, and 6th. So the 4ths will be reseated based on how they qualified. So the fastest qualifier in the 4ths will start up front, and then same thing goes on with the 5ths cars. It's going to be a 2-lap shootout. The winner will get the Staying Alive award and move on to the 3rds. All right, now that we got all that mess squared away, we're going to be led down by Legend Herb Thomas in the 92, Nero 62 in the 22. 2 laps. Again, whoever wins this on to the 3rds. All right, take a look here. Warpig 76 finds his way up to the front row. Going to start on the outside. Legend Herb Thomas to his left to the Neuro 62 cars. See if they can get around him. Great job by Legend Herb Thomas holding off the two Neuro 62 cars of Neuro 62 in the 22 and Golden Girl in the 3. All right, moving on to the thirds now. All these cars finished third in their respective segment racing. So we got an 11 car of Lady Red Pill to her outside the 1 car. That is Kiko Motorsports. 2 laps. All right, front row hasn't changed. Lady Red Pill in the 11, Kiko Motorsports in the 1. All right, let's take a look at the replay here. Lady Red Pill picking up the win. Look at Ricky Bobby. I don't know if he got pushed from that behind by Legend Herb Thomas or not, but gets an El Reco. And Lady Red Pill will join the seconds here. Going to be led by Frank Klein, her husband, in the 33 car, and her son, Max Zilla, in the 1 car. RPR represented strong here. The winner to go on to the main event. All right, let's go take a look at this. Got Frank Klein getting pushed from behind. Luckily, nothing happens. Look at Julius Harris going flying off the track, and look at this. Max Zilla and his dad, Frank Klein. Look at this. Oh, man, looks like some sort of airplane spin, back body drop off the track. Frank Klein, though, will still lead him with 1 to go. Let's take a look at it from Finish Line Cam. All right, Frank Klein, son Max Zilla going to lead him down. 1 to go. Winner going to the main event. All right, Frank Klein getting the win here in the seconds. Moving on to the main event. Look at Julius Harris off the track again, but lands on 4 tires and holds on to it. Very impressive. Very impressive pulling away by Frank Klein, but nothing's quite as impressive as main event time. Yes, that's right, main event time, but it might as well also be RPR time, Red Pill Racing. Look at this. They field 7 cars in the ADRC. 4 of them are in the main event. However, going to be led down by Bud in the 3 car. Next to him, the 7 car of Chloe K. Row 2, 75 car, Ken Castillo. Next to him, Stella Beans in the 3. Row 3, your points leader, 37 car. Going to be another great points day for him, Jeff Purvis. To his outside, the dark horse in this one, the 00 of Dirty Deeb. Could he pull off a huge upset? And you saw him in the seconds, the 33 car of Frank Klein. 4 laps. Let's do it. Oh man, caution out. What a horrible lap 1. Look at that. Ken Castillo on his side, out of the race. Is anybody else out of it? Purvis in it. Look at this. Frank Klein is out of it as well. Who are we missing? Dirty Deeb, way off the track, is out of it. Let's take a look at the replay. Look at Dirty Deeb gets hung up. Look at Purvis going sideways. See what happens here when I get down on the end. Oh, they hit Castillo. Look at this. Wow, look at Dirty Deeb flying in the air, just like Warpig did earlier. So crashing in the back of Castillo took him out. So that's going to leave us with what? 4 cars? Look at this replay right here. Look at Dirty Deeb. Oh, man. Pop up. Wow. Huge error. I mean, NASCAR's, they're not designed to do that. Oh, man. Purvis. I mean, he's just got unlimited supply of 4-leaf clovers. Somehow still in it. Castillo, Frank Klein, Dirty Deeb out of it. We're going to restart this. 3 to go. Bud, Chloe K, Stella Beans, Jeff Purvis. All right, 2 down, 2 to go. Bud looking for his very first ADRC win. If he can get it, then all of the Team Nero 62 cars will have 1 win on the season. Gonna be tough though. 2 to go. Got a bunch of fast cars breathing down his neck. Same thing. Rhymes. Doesn't not the same, but some rhymes. Boy, Purvis must have an unlimited supply of 4-leaf clovers. Maybe it's his green car. I don't know, but goes flying off the track here all on his own. Lands on his tires. Look at Bud here. Off. Turn 2. Goes down low to block. And then back up high to block Chloe K. Very smart racing by Bud. Trying to protect that lead from the 2 RPR cars. Take a look at it from finish line cam. Bud with 1 to go. Going to lead him down. Looking for his very first Adult Diecast Racing Cup victory. We've got Bud, Chloe K, row 1, Stella Beans, Jeff Purvis, and row 2, 1 to go. Wow, Bud gets his very first win in dramatic fashion. Has to hold off 2 RPR cars and the current leader in points. Jeff Purvis comes off the turn, goes a little bit low, blocks Chloe. However, that does allow Jeff Purvis to get another shot at it at the end, but too little too late. Bud gets the win. We're going to take a look at it now from the inevitable finish line cam. Congratulations, Bud has really picked it up as of late. Will it be too late to get a shot at the title run? I don't know, but he does get his very first win and has been racing solid the last few races. So you got to really give some applause today. Starting off with Bud, your winner in the 3 car. He has really picked it up as of late in the last few races. Jeff Purvis, great points day for your points leader. This is going to extend it out even further. Here's the look at your top 36 cars. The bottom row is the top 18, and then it's 19 through 36 in the top row. And Red Pill Racing, team-wise, they own this track. Look at that, all RPR there within those first 10 or 12 cars. So congratulations to RPR, Jeff Purvis, and most importantly, though, Bud for getting his first win of his career. All right, it is now time to go down to the Sub 4 RA Victory Podium, brought to you by Dave Akers Customs. Remember, if it wasn't built by Dave, think about it. It was built by somebody else. All right, big congrats goes out to the little man Bud getting his very first ADRC victory. All right, we had 2 of you successfully pick Bud to win the race. First one, not a shocker. That was Nero 62 Custom Diecast. Picked his driver Bud to win, and he came through for him. And also Car Crasher 88 YT picked Bud as well. So congratulations to the both of you two on the great pick. Way to go. All right, congratulations on Bud for the win, Jeff Purvis with the great points day, and Red Pill Racing with the great team performance. Now we're coming up to the end of the season. We have our second stop at Daytona and then Miami. So if any of you who have cars in the ADRC need them back for tune-ups, to change the weight, so on and so forth, you need to message me on Instagram, also Sub 4 RA. So we can get the postage paid, I can get you the cars back, and you can get them back to me for the start of the 2020 season, which we'll basically go straight into. All right, comment down below what you thought of the Darlington track. and the racing itself, and the points battle. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you at the next one.